Minding my food, minding my mind. As a person with lived experience of psychosis, I take the connection between my state of mind and nutrition seriously. I know that taking antipsychotics, even in low dosage, but in the long term, might stabilize my moods and keep hallucinations at bay. But there can be debilitating side effects. These neuroleptics might start diabetes and high blood pressure or coronary disease, or worsen these conditions if one is already suffering from any of these. My blood tests, taken a month after I have recovered from a psychotic episode, showed elevated blood sugar and cholesterol levels. To cope with these negative impacts, I curbed my intake of rice, the staple of Filipino meals. Instead, I eat corn, which has a lower glycemic index, making the body absorb less sugar at a lower rate. In the morning, I had fruits in season like mangosteen, lanzones, rambutan, and marang. At lunch, I had broiled milk fish and soup of moringa and young coconut with lemongrass. The side dishes included pickled papaya and fried bulinaw. I also had boiled green bananas and kamote with olive oil and yogurt as dips. Traditionally, we Pinoys would have fermented fish sauce as dip. Olive oil and yogurt are not part of the traditional Filipino cuisine. These became part of my diet after a sojourn in Palestine where they are staples. Both are considered brain food. Yogurt contains good bacteria that helps maintain a good mood, while olive oil contains omega-3 fatty acids. This evening, I had the traditional lauoy, boiled leaves of moringas, squash leaf buds, and other wild greens like saluyot and alugbati that I foraged from the backyard. I added these dark greens to a simmering broth of ginger, leftover fish from the lunch, chayote, and carrots. Right before serving, I added a drizzle of olive oil. Soon after eating, I had a cup of chamomile tea and honey.